Damn, I gotta redo this. I gotta redo the audio in this video. But okay. Let's start this. Today we are going to talk about time and place. Okay, I struggle for some reason. I struggle with this video because it's. I remember seeing the whole video that Sergeant Willie P talk about the Madonna Wh0re complex, and it's just like, um, and it's more or less how he kind of doesn't mind showing off his girl. Like you want to see your girl in like lingerie or some shit like that. How a lot of black men, especially black, like when it comes to our girls, we become prudes, but we like in horse pictures. But when it comes to the Instagram models, we like in horse pictures and all that other stuff and some shit like that. But if let our girl wear it and be like, hell no, we want them to dress like nuns and some shit like that. I think it's and I think it involves the Madonna Wh0re complex. Things like that. Now, the I don't know if most people don't know this. The Meg challenge, the twerk, the little twerk challenge she does. Um, I felt indifferent about this because I personally, I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Meg. I've like Meg. I've grown a bias towards Meg and a little bit with Cardi B too. Um, Not like I don't rag on Nikki as much, but even though my complaints about Nikki is more or less her maturity and not really what she wears, it's more or less her maturity. But I still kind of like I be but I've seen the bad side of Meg too. Like I think she's a bad drunk, and she has a mean girl streak or some shit like that. That a lot of people. I think she knows that too. But anyway, but Meg is someone that if you are a casual fan, you probably don't even know that she has a bachelor's degree or a master. Or she went to school while rapping, and she has a degree. Um, I forgot what the degree is in. I know, like when she was on SNL, she talked about it, but even then, before then, before she blew up, became Meg the Stallion she is now. I knew that she went to school, but I feel like if you was a casual fan, you wouldn't know that. All she's known is just to shake her ass. And the thing is, like, I understand she's an entertainer, and that's how she wants to present herself. That's how she's going to present herself. But I've always said that I like to see more of the side of Meg that not the sexy side, but the more the intellect side. I feel like it would make her a complete character. It's just because we know you bad, we know you got a body, we know you can shake your ass. You know you could twerk. We seen the hot girl summers and all that other stuff. So let's see the stuff. Let's what you majored in. You don't really ever see her talk about the stuff that she majors in. Like it's always the hot girl summer shit, even on her Instagram. Now I know people gonna say you probably not even looking hard enough. It's just like, but if you go to her Instagram now, it's just like she not only she got her doing the twerk challenge, she got other people doing the twerk challenge. I think she's seen Lotto and a bunch of other Instagram models got them twerking on the twerk challenge. Now I've seen a lot of people is just like male podcasters and all that other stuff. It's just like, oh, we got to pick from these women and all that other stuff, and it's just like, don't get. Look, you like everybody always say we want a lady in the streets and a freak of the sheets, but I think and this is where I speak for myself. I said there's some things that I would probably if that was my woman. Now, first of all, she's an entertainer. I don't want to I'm gonna like entertainer aside. Let's say she was just a regular girl. I want to see my woman doing a twerk challenge? No. But if because let's say like my girl, she had a regular job, like a lawyer or an accountant or bus drivers and all that stuff. It's just like, yeah, you don't need to be up on what are you doing it for? Who are you doing it for? If you got a person and like, who are you doing it for? Now, I understand if you are in the club and you was twerking in the club, and even if I wasn't there, you was on the girls' night out, you was just twerking in the club and all that other stuff. I'm not gonna get mad at that. You're in the club, you're in the club environment, and that you're supposed to dance in the club. That's where people go dance in the club. Time and place. Time and place is everything. But let's say if you're at your job and you're doing that twerking shit, you do the twerk challenge and the fucking as an accountant while trying to get work done, or as your lawyer in front of the judge. That yeah, I'm gonna be embarrassed because it's just like, why are you doing that? You don't need to do that. So it's just one of those things. Like aside now, like I do I don't know why we do this, but sometimes we do want the baddest chicks, but we also want them to act like they was raised by Claire Huxtable. Let's just say that, like you was raised by like she wanted, like you knew that she was popping a pussy and was shaking her ass in the street. All of a sudden, you want her to change it to this good girl or some shit like that. It's just like, dog, you knew where you got her when she met her. Now I've always been adamant about that. Like if I like let's say if I meet a stripper, if I date a stripper, like I can't tell her to stop unless I make enough money where she don't have to do stripping. Like I can't really tell her to stop stripping or some of the shit. That's how she makes her money. And so unless I'm going to take care of her or not, she's going to do that. It's just and I have to be secure and okay with it. So which is why a lot of people won't date is out dancing because I know like if I have a regular job and I don't make enough to support me and her, who am I to tell her to stop? Now is if you ask me like I know I've always said when it comes to a girl, do I what do I want? I always say um, no one to be a cheerleader, no one to be a head coach. Now that doesn't just like what do you want physically in a woman? Now if I said if I wanted physically what my woman would look like, if she looked like Amara La Negra or close to Amara La Negra, I'd be good. So like if I had a girl that looked like or remotely close to a Marla Negra, because I love me a dark skinned woman, and yeah, she got to have a body and all that other stuff, and like if that was the perfect woman for me, she looked like a Marla Negra, because I think Amara Negra is one of the most beautiful ones. I used to say Gabrielle Union, and then I seen Amara Negra. It's like a mix. Like if she was, let's just say, if she was dark skinned, I wanted her to look like at least Amara Negra or Gabrielle Union. If she was light skinned, I would say Melissa between Melissa Ford and Alicia Keys. Like if I had like a blend of that, that would be like that would be good. I'll be straight. So that's where you see my spectrum is at for both dark skinned and light skinned women. But I would like if I want my girl. Let's say if I want to take her to the bar or like take her to some place to eat, I want her to. I would love for her to show her off, but show her that that she. If I got me a baddie, I want her to do to let people know I got me a baddie, and I'm securing it. But I also have to understand like there's a give and take. This is where the give and take is. It's just like, do I want her to dress like Sukiyana Sexy Red? Hell fucking no. But I don't. If she's not comfortable enough for dressing like again a Claire Huxtable type of woman, like you know, I want her to have levels to like her fashion sense because I feel like most, especially Instagram models, you only got like one. I don't think they can dress. I've said this before. This is like I don't think most women can dress. And I feel like most of the clothes I've seen now are more or less stripper gear. And the only reason, like, a lot of people like those is because it's more or less you like who's wearing it. Because I've seen pictures of an Instagram model, and they got this one bikini, and it's made for her. And then a girl she had like a square body, like it's a literal square body, and it didn't look right on her, right? So it's like it's more or less who was wearing it than what she got on. I feel like that's the way with a lot of these Instagram models. If you ain't got the courage for it, you shouldn't be putting that on. Now, but then again, I admit like if I had the body of Randy Orton, WWE wrestler, and I would say if I look like the Black Randy Orton, nigga, I'd be shirtless all the fucking time. Like, I will be posing like Randy Orton and all that other stuff. Like, to me, it's just like if I had that body, I'd be straight. You couldn't tell me, like you damn right. I'm walking around like an R&B singer in the '90s with chest out and like. So it's like, so if my girl wants to dress sexy, let her dress sexy. So it's like I said, it's the give and take, and time and place give and take. So the question I was, so I feel like fellas, I feel like I know we want our girls to be baddies and all that stuff, but also have levels and all that stuff because you don't want too much of everything. I think this is why people want a strong seven, because a strong seven is a much of a balance. Because sometimes a super baddie is hard to deal with, but a strong seven, you be like, okay. But I think as both genders, we got to realize like what do we want, and then like if you're in a relationship with the other, what makes you're comfortable. What's your level of comfortability and then level of comfortability, and then how can I dress accordingly for both of us? Because a lot of people, they especially women dress for themselves. Men, like we will suit up for the women, but sometimes if we're, but if it's not like form fitting. A lot of it is loose. It don't really look good. But if it's kind of like form fitting and all that other stuff, people you say, okay, yeah, he dresses up nice. But I still like that. I will die on the hill that I don't think most women know how to dress. I think most people just like the dress being on the person instead of like them wearing the outfit in general. Because I've seen some outfits, I'm like, this shit is atrocious. But that's just my opinion. But in conclusion, because I wanted this to be short, um, there's a time, you know, if you're in a relationship or if you want to be with somebody, I think the first thing you got to negotiate or reiterate your boundaries. Know your boundaries and time and place. And in that relationship, you got to understand what can make not just yourself comfortable, your partner comfortable. Because I feel like you move as a unit, and yeah, if you can you could be in a place where not only you're comfortable and they're comfortable, you're straight. And that's my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think. Till then, my name is Oskino Fly, and I am out. Peace.